Hello and welcome to the Ranting and Raving podcast with myself, Wayne Scott Fox.
And me, Mickey Williams.
And how you doing, Mickey?
I'm all right.
Bank holiday weekend last week?
Yep.
Where did you go bank holiday Monday?
Wembley.
Wembley Stadium. And why were you there?
To see the mighty Saddlers.
Yep. Also my second team is same as yours.
Yeah.
We had a discussion, not on the podcast, we had a discussion between us. And we were talking about Walsall and how they were flying at one point. Then all of a sudden, they dipped.
And dipped. And dipped.
And then we said...
And dipped.
They can win on the day if they turn up.
Yep.
So my question to you, did they, even though they lost, did they lose just to a better team on the day or did they actually turn up?
Defensively, they played well.
Okay.
Going forward, no.
Nothing.
Probably 3 shots in the whole game.
God.
Absolute disaster. We nearly scored just after half-time. With one cleared off the line, but that was the closest that came.
But nearly's not good enough.
No real clear-cut chances in the whole of the game. And, yeah, not the best game, to be fair. So
we're not really talking about football at these stages yet, but what happened to Walsall?
When?
They were doing it unbelievable. You can't
well,
just...
it all went wrong when Nathan Lowe went back to Stoke. He was on loan from Stoke.
Okay.
And I think he'd scored something like 18 in 25.
Yeah, but your team's not built around one player.
It's not, but when somebody scored 18 in 25, it's a big loss from your team. And then what they replaced him with is an 18 in 25. They're probably 2 or 3 in 25.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, staying in League 2 for another season.
How do you think they'll do next season? You think they'll get out?
I don't know. Is the honest answer. I don't think they'll have a season as good as the one they've just had because they're.
Well, can you call it a good season after what happened?
Well, it was better than most expected. If you'd have said at the beginning of the season, we'll be at Wembley in the playoff final, out of them 5,000 fans that go, 4,900 would have said, "I'll take that."
Yeah, we'd won some money if you put a bet on it.
Yeah, you'd have won some money if you'd have put a bet on winning the league.
Oh.
Which they should have done when they were 12
but,
points clear.
Okay.
They were actually 15 points clear of third at one point and still didn't go up.
There's no worse feeling than going to Wembley, losing.
Nah, it's
right.
Yeah, it ain't a good feeling.
But was it a good day?
It was all right, to be honest. We didn't. We took my mate's little lad with me.
Okay.
So we didn't go down on the piss. It was first time we'd been to Wembley.
Okay.
So we drove down. We got there about an hour before, and we sort of just went straight in the stadium and let him soak up the imagery and the scenery. And
it is something, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It is. I mean, I went to the old Wembley as well, but
and
that
was twice.
That was wow. But I think this Wembley is well and truly wow. Did my mic dip then?
I think so, slightly. Don't worry about it, carry on.
So this Wembley is well and truly wow.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, when I first walked into the Millennium Stadium when Wolves played Sheffield United,
yeah,
and we won the playoffs, I was like, oh my God, this is something.
Yeah, beautiful stadium. I went there with Warsaw when they beat Reading 3-2 in the playoffs.
But Wembley is like...
I've been to Wembley to see Warsaw twice, and I've never seen them score.
Do you see him score at Bescott? Is he still called Bescott?
Not often, no. It's, I don't want to say what it's called.
Go on.
It's called the Poundland Stadium at the minute.
Shut up.
Swear to God. I think it's just finished the sponsorship now. So it's back to the Bescott now.
I hate this, when people sponsor the ground and they change the ground.
Yeah, it pisses me off.
Shouldn't be allowed. You shouldn't have the Etihad or the Emirates. No.
Quite simply.
Anfield. Old Trafford, Molineux, Villa Park.
Imagine someone trying to sponsor Anfield.
They get told, get the fuck.
Yeah, they'd just say, keep your money.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's St James's Park was Sports Direct Stadium, if you remember, when Newcastle.
Oh, God. But
when
I get it. because it adds funds to the pot.
Mike Ashley, really.
Yeah, but nah.
It's definitely not iconic venues anyway.
Nah, not at all. So apart from Wembley, anything else nice?
No, not really.
No?
No.
So bank holiday weekend you did fuck all.
Fuck all. Waited for Wembley.
Well, we were in here on the Saturday.
Oh, yeah, we was here
Was
Saturday.
here on the Saturday?
No, I went to Wembley and then back to work.
In life exciting.
Yeah.
Life exciting. I didn't do nothing bank holiday weekend. But Jade come up
Okay.
this weekend.
Yeah.
So she came Friday, Saturday, went on Sunday night. So that was nice. I don't get to see her much. So yeah, so it was nice for Jade to come up.
Yeah.
Expensive,
Of course it is.
as you know. But you know, she lives in Swansea, so I don't. And she's got a good job now. She's works in mortgages for HSBC. Caitlin would have come, but she's gone down to either Plymouth or Portsmouth, where her boyfriend is studying to become a surgeon.
It's mad that they've all got boyfriends and
And
stuff.
Caitlin works for TUI.
Does that?
Yeah, she's high up in TUI doing something with complaints or something.
Oh, okay.
So she's quite up in TUI, and Jade's dealing with mortgages and stuff from HSBC. So I couldn't be prouder of them at the minute.
Yeah, good.
You know, so it's I had quite a bank holiday, but a busy week after.
Expensive, busy.
Expensive busy.
That's what happens when you have kids, mate.
Oh God, yeah, because of Leanne. I keep forgetting about Leanne.
Yeah. She's 29 this year, mine is.
Jade's 25 this year.
It's bad, eh?
Yeah, Jade's 25, Kate's 21. Yeah, and I forget
Yeah.
you're a granddad.
Unfortunately.
Wow. I've told mine, met me a granddad before I'm 50, and I'm not going to help you at all.
Yeah, you're out the will.
yeah, I ain't ready for that. I'm not in the mindset to be a granddad yet.
Nah, nor
You
was
know.
I, but it is what it is, and them
Yeah.
two lovely little lads, to be honest. So,
You're two now.
yeah, so two for ages.
I don't. Well, when's that some muscle, Leanne?
They're like, I think this year they're August.
You don't even know. You don't
11.
even
I do.
know. You don't
do.
even know.
They are 11 and 8 this year.
Christ.
I hope I've got that right now, but I'm sure. Yeah,
Man, he was wrong. That'll be edited out.
Yeah.
That'll be edited out. Like, where's that got, Mickey? No.
You'll see my mouth do one movement and then another one, different sound will come out. No, I'm sure they're 11 and 8 this year. One's starting high school.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because Kenny's, is he like a year younger than Ethan?
Yes.
Ethan's 15 this year.
Yeah. So he's in year 9 this year.
Oh, so now
Right.
we've got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Shall we crack on with the topic?
Go on.
Talk about
What
something?
shall we talk about?
So there's two things that I've got in mind for today.
Yep.
The first one is that we can both talk about the best job we've ever had.
Okay.
And the second one is we were talking about the best ever British sitcoms. Right?
Yep.
So I'm not going to go into it because we're going to do the what's your best ever job first,
Yep.
which will then lead into what people think the best ever British sitcom is, which we may agree with, but we'll also have some alternatives of what's also come out.
Okay.
All right. So at a guess, and this is just a wild guess, I think the best job you've ever had was Tempest Records.
I'll buy a country mile. Buy a country mile.
Talk us through Tempest Records, how you got in there, and then what you did, and how you like. 'Cause that officially, that's the first time I met you in Tempest
Yes.
back in the day, and how you then become bass dominators and everything else. And tell us your story around how you got
that
into
job.
Tempest Records and what you loved about it and everything else.
Well, I used to go in there. That was my shop to buy records. I did go to Hard to Find and Massive, but they were never.
Yeah,
They weren't my shop. Hard to Find was like a superstore. It
yeah
weren't,
Tempest was the one.
weren't personal enough for me.
More about kit than music.
They had a good selection of music, but
No, but I think
it was like
I don't think it was like
fucking-
Tempest music. Tempest had the tunes, man.
No, it was like a library though. Just a big fucking. It's like Birmingham Central Library, except it was vinyl, not books. It was just a bit. It weren't personal enough. Hard to find.
Yeah.
And Massive were always a little bit behind with promos and stuff like that. And that's mainly due to buying power of the other two, though. They'd get things before, obviously, they did, so they were a little bit behind. It was good to find some little bits you've missed. But Tempest was my shop to frequent, shall we say. But because I worked in Birmingham, I was in there every day.
Yeah,
near enough.
Because if you think about the last episode we spoke about, the first ever clubs we went to, what got us into the scene and stuff. So then obviously from going to Sunday Central as your first ever experience and then going into did you say you was watching Andy Farley?
Andy Farley, yeah.
And that's when you thought, yeah, this is a bit of me, I want to do that. So I
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it that's when you found out about Tempest?
No, well, I went and bought some decks.
Yeah.
And first records I bought were from Hard to Find.
Okay.
But then my mate said, go and pop up Tempest. Honestly, it's a much better shop. So that's what I did. Ended up shopping in there for about 4 or 5 years before I got a job there.
Really?
Yeah. At least.
So were you asking for a job for like 4 or 5 years? Or?
Towards the last year,
Oh.
it was like, any jobs going here? Like, and they were like, not yet, not yet.
Why did you want to
Easily.
do it?
The atmosphere in there, community hub, and obviously music contacts in it as well. Best place to make music contacts.
Yeah, true.
You know, promoters all bring their flyers in.
So okay,
Record labels bring their records in.
so that was your theory behind it. But okay, talk me through. Keep asking if you got any jobs. You got any jobs. Let's come from when they've said, okay, we're going to give you a job.
Yep.
Where did you even? What happened? How did you start? How did you grow and learn and understand? Because being in that store, you need to know what's out, where it is, and everything.
Well, initially, I was brought in on that floor to look after the hard house.
Second floor.
Yeah, up the top.
Yeah.
Because that was what I was playing at the time.
Yeah.
More of the hard house type stuff than anything. I mean, there's bits of house in my collection and that, but it didn't quite do it for me as much as the hard house was. So, yeah, that was that section to look after. So that's what I did. Went in, looked after that section, and then I was given another section attached onto it, and then another one, and one of the lads left, so it was like help looking after that one as well. By the time it closed down, I think I'd done 7 years there, and I was the last one left from when I joined off our floor. Everyone else had gone, so there was only me left on that floor from the original 4 of us who were there.
Yeah.
That was Chris Whitehead, Scouse. Ian, he looked after all the techno and the Atomic Jam type stuff. And Carl Page, he just did a bit of everything, looked after all the progressive and stuff like that.
So what was you doing at that point? Everything underground, basically.
What, personally or the floor?
Oh, yeah. So at the floor, like, what was your... You said you started off just doing hard house section.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I say, by the time I left, it was everything.
Yeah.
Literally, because I ended up running the floor and being the buyer for that floor.
See, with DJs, we all kind of have our genre that we kind of play to, right?
Yeah.
And it's important that we know what tunes are in, what are popular and everything else. How did you keep track of an entire floor with so many different genres?
Luckily, towards the end, the digital side started coming into the distribution.
Okay, so
So
let's
they-
go before that vinyl, Mickey, because you had to keep track. You had to know what was where and everything else and understand. And people say to you, let's look at Coop again from Human Traffic.
Yeah.
He come in, got the jungling guy. He knew straight, I've got the best East Coast. Da, 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 da.
Well,
You were like that. You knew what was in for the person that came in. What have you got in that's in my sound that I want? And you were like, yeah, you need this. Da, 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 da.
Well, let's say you did an order with Amato. They're a massive distribution company, looked after lots of big labels.
Yeah.
Your order would land on Friday. So this is before the digital websites and stuff where you could listen to the samples.
Yeah.
So your order would land on Friday. You'd have 300 records in there, and then you'd have a box of promos. This is what's coming out next week.
Mhm.
So you listen to your promos, put your orders in. They'd turn up next week with your reorders.
Because they were the days where you would pick up a vinyl, put it on a deck with a set of headphones,
And actually listen to
and
it
you'd
properly.
listen to the track. You'd see everybody in the corner just going, yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I liked about that job. It was, we were this side of the counter, but
It was a community.
it was a community and everybody knew, if you had 20 people in the shop,
They all knew each
they
other.
all knew you.
Yeah. And they all knew each other.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
The techno bods, they really mix with the speed garage heads, though, to be honest.
They still don't.
No, definitely not. But everyone knew you. And that was nice, except when you went out on a Saturday night.
Go on.
Weren't as fucking nice then. Well, imagine
Bastards.
being peeled off here in the Q Club,
I wouldn't know.
listening to Dave Clark at Atomic Jam, and you got some fucking geezer smashed behind me going, do you know if that promo's come in yet? You just fucking never got left alone, man. That was the only downfall of it when you're out trying to have fun. Obviously, majority of the customers, they're going to be in the same places as you. And it's like, have you got this in? Do you know if this is coming in? Have you heard this new album? And it's like, bro, just fuck off, man. Dave Clark's smashing it here,
I'm
man.
not at work, yeah.
Phone me on Monday morning, 9 o'clock. I'll answer all of your questions. But yeah, that was the only. I wouldn't call it a disadvantage. It's just people trying to chat your head off, aren't they?
So
But I don't really want to know at fucking 3:30 in the morning.
So is it the digital world that finished Tempest?
Yeah, definitely. He probably could have gone for another couple of years, but I think Keith had it, I believe, for 42 years
Fucking hell.
in total.
Really?
42 years, yeah. And I don't think what he didn't want to do, how it was explained to us, is what I don't want to do is go out and owe everyone loads of money.
Yeah.
So I want to pay everyone, make sure you lot get sorted out when you leave, and whatever's left, we're going to sell and keep. So he didn't want, he didn't want to have to do what a lot of places do and liquidate and,
Fuck everyone over.
fuck him over and fuck him over and fuck them over.
Nice guy.
So he just paid all his debts, paid all his distributors off, made sure everybody got the money that was theirs. And then that was it. One day, the co-op and just said, no more new stock. So what we've got. We knew it was coming, but then obviously when it happened, it was like, oh, fucking hell. What am I going to do now?
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, devastating to be honest. But like I say, if that shop was still open now, I'd
you'd still be there.
Still be working there.
Oh,
now.
yeah, I don't doubt that for 1 second.
100%.
That's why when I brought this topic up, I knew yours was going to be Tempest.
Yeah.
And we've been friends for the best part of fucking nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't. There was a good team of lads there as well, though. There weren't no dickheads working there. I mean, my interview with Mark, that's Keith's son. He's like the shop manager. Keith obviously owned it. My interview with Mark was in the Square Peg over the road.
Other point.
And the first question was, what do you drink?
Yeah.
And the second question was, who do you support? And I was just like, fucking hell, is this a job interview or... You know what I mean? But, yeah, I got the job, and like I said, done 7 years there before it closed. Yeah, best job I've ever had by a fucking country mile. Nothing comes close.
And that says a lot because you've had a very successful business of your own as well.
Yeah.
Which is very, very successful.
Well, I implemented a lot of what Keith did in Tempest with stock control and stuff like that. I implemented a lot of that into the vape shop when I had the vape shop. All of his ways of stock control.
Again, if you look at Tempest and how Tempest was booming, it took the digital era to destroy it.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to you.
Yeah.
You had the vape and you were smashing it.
Yeah.
Then all the disposables come in.
And guess what's just happened to them?
Banned.
They were banned yesterday.
Yeah, they're only banned if they're not charging, aren't they?
It's disposable. Any disposable that contains lithium batteries.
Yeah.
The lithium's not getting reused, is it?
It's
just all going into landfill.
Yeah, I saw that it's if it's rechargeable or whatever, then you can.
Yeah. Well, that's just like the one that I've got. You can still vape, but you just them disposables all gone. I don't know how we've got into vaping, so.
No, we're not. Don't rewind.
But
it's in relation to your Midland Vape Shack and how it's gone from the disposal. Have destroyed it from like digital, destroyed the vinyl.
Yeah.
So it's all in relation to
similarities
it. So
of it. Really,
we haven't gone off topic, so he can fuck off.
Mate, if I want to press my button, I'll press my button.
We've been dying to do that.
Yeah, for weeks.
No, he's got all these sound effects in. I'm sat here, he's going, listen, pressing them all in my ear. So, happy days. Good stuff.
Yep.
Okay. One on mine?
Yeah, of course.
No. See, when people watch this, they're going to say, we know what Wayne's favourite job was.
We all know what Wayne's favourite job is, but we don't want to get fucking shadow banned already, do we?
But it actually wasn't my favourite job.
No.
Don't get me wrong. It was an incredible time of my life.
Yeah.
Right? It's not as easy as you think. It's actually quite hard.
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
It's actually quite hard.
Even if I had a massive pecker.
Right? And you're travelling around, you're away from home, long journeys, waiting around for makeup artists, hairstylists, all this kind of stuff. It's actually quite a difficult job. And the pay wasn't amazing, right? Just that the job was.
Yeah.
Right? But if you want my favourite, best job I've ever been in, and I'm not just saying this, it's the job that I'm in now.
Okay.
And the reason why is I am head of sales and operations at an energy company.
Yeah.
Right? So I run the whole show, the whole shebang, all the team underneath me. I make all the decisions and everything else.
Yeah.
What's good about my job is we're at the early stages, no different to Octopus or Eon and everything else. And I can see the future of the company. I understand the CEO's business plan. I understand the complete model. And I know where we're going. And I love being involved in that.
Yeah.
And I love to see all the staff that we have wanting to learn, wanting to progress.
Growing with the company.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like when I first got there was 3 staff. And we built a multi-diverse, multicultural department with sales, operations. We do compliance, all this stuff now. It's incredible. And people have learned pretty much. They've been moving around from section to section.
Yeah.
So they're clued up about any department. And that's the mistake you have with a lot of businesses. They'll bring you to a job and you'll only do that job.
Yeah.
So if you're off or ill or whatever else, someone else has got to pick up your work and then it's just going to implode. Well, what we've built is a team where if you're off and they're not busy, they can do your job just as good as you.
Yeah.
And the same as if they're off, you can jump into theirs. And the team are that good. They're that focused, they're that dedicated, and they're just... I can't believe how lucky I am to have, like, one of the team leaders underneath me said to me the other day, why do you never take praise? Because every time we say something, oh, you've done this way, or you've rebuilt this way, I'm like, well, I haven't. All I've done is have come in and said, right, what we're doing is wrong. The way we're approaching it is wrong.
Yeah.
The whole routine and business model for that department is wrong. There's no system in place. So all I've done is give you the tools and allowed them to do the work.
But the team have done the work.
100%, right? And that's the way that I work. I get a kick out of seeing them succeed. I keep telling them, self-development is key. It's absolutely vital, right? The job I'm in now, I've travelled the country, we work events, we do all kinds. It's absolutely incredible. It really is. This has got to be the best job by far, apart from that one, that I've ever had. Because I wake up and want to go to work, and my team wake up and want to go to work.
Yeah, my old man always used to say to me, if you got a job you like, you ain't got a job.
Yeah.
That's how I always felt at Tempest.
And this is the crazy
thing.
It
weren't a job.
So at the minute, we're having a rocky moment because we spiked too high, too fast.
Yeah.
So Ofgem have come in and said, we need to see this, this, and this, and this from you, so you can't trade. It's only just to prove that we're financially stable. Now, the company is across domestic and commercial, grossing 100 million a month.
Okay.
Right? So they've gone, but they've had their problems which they're tweaking and we're fixing. Not outside my department, because obviously there's a lot of different departments within the company itself. So they're starting to fix and tweak them. And when we come out of it, I can guarantee every single one of the people who watch this, and you, I can save you money on your electricity bill.
Stop trying to sell your work.
I'm not selling. I'm telling you, it's guaranteed. Guaranteed. 100% guaranteed.
Well, hopefully your company sponsored the show then.
Well,
then we might mention their name.
But this is the thing. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm trying to get them involved in it. And they are going to look at it. They've said, what's the costs? And I've gone, well, you know. But I think we can get them to sponsor it, but we've just got to be careful how we sponsor it because obviously they're a big corporate company.
Yeah.
They are an energy company in the UK. There's a lot of regulation involved.
Yeah, we've got to be careful.
And if I'm there going, fucking, blah, 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 they're not going to be one associated with.
Yeah, of course not.
But there are other ways where I can get them to like sponsor my radio show that I do from Facebook or TikTok. We can get them to do the guest shows, which we can incorporate with.
And while we're on the sponsorship topic,
yeah,
if anybody does want to sponsor the show,
drop me a message.
Drop us, drop Wayne, drop me, or you can email us at the ranting and raving pod at gmail.com.
You got to say it's the and squiggly sign, isn't it?
No, not the email address.
It's and A-N-D.
Yep. The ranting and raving pod at gmail.com.
So
if you fancy sponsoring us,
the ranting and
we'll do an advert for you.
Drop
it in the middle of the show.
We'll talk about it.
If you've got product, we'll get that in the advert as well.
But we'll review them as well.
Yeah, if it's a product that needs reviewing, we can do the review on the product.
I've done reviews of sex toys before for a laugh.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
Love Honey, get in touch.
I did.
Ann Summers, get in touch.
I did the fleshlight, didn't I?
Get Wayne to stick some beads up his arse.
I've done that.
You ain't doing that on camera.
I did it on Facebook Live.
You ain't doing it on here. Fucking tell you that.
I've done so many reviews. I did like Jamaican jerk chicken, drinks, all sorts of things. So if you've got something and you want to get involved, or if you're a company and you just want us to talk about you at every show, I'll whack you on my Facebook as well. You know, I've got a lot of viewers. I'll talk about you in my lives. So it's not if you think you're just going to sponsor the Ranting and Raving podcast, it's a much bigger picture.
Yeah, we've got as we mentioned on the show last week, we've got a DJ booth set up, which has got a backdrop, which we're going to have sponsored ads on the back of that as well.
Yeah.
So any DJs that come in, let's say you sponsor us and you want a 6-month contract, any DJs we have in that 6 months, your advert will be on the back.
Yeah.
While they're DJing.
So, for example, if we had, I'm just going to say, he's not going to agree, but I'm just going to say names that you will know, like Joel Corey or James Hype.
They ain't coming on.
They're not coming on, but I'm saying names that you will know. So let's imagine they were on the show. We will get them then to do a DJ set over there with the green screen behind, and all your logos will be on everything else.
Yep, exactly that.
Yeah. But I'll also put them on my lives and everything else. And I am going to do recordings over there. So I'll do sets.
They'll be going on the...
They're going on Criminal?
Back end of
the
Ranting and Raving one, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be doing live sets. No, not live. I'll be doing a recording. So there'll be no comments, nothing like that. I'll just be there with a backdrop and everything else. And then we're going to upload them. You're going to put them on Patreon?
Yeah, we're going to put them on Patreon as well.
It'll be free for you to listen to if you remember Patreon.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing one of them like once a week, maybe. Like that.
Okay, go on then.
So that's mine. Mine is now. This job I'm in now.
Yeah, and mine is Tempest Records. R.I.P.
Sad days. Sad days.
Right. Give me something else, or do you want me to give you one?
No. So let me get my two out of the way. Because obviously the second one I wanted to talk about is British sitcoms.
British sitcoms.
And obviously, when I've said to people, what's the best ever British sitcom made? Guess what?
There's only one for me.
It's going to be the same as everyone else.
Yeah, probably.
Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They're doing another one that comes close.
It depends on how you look at it.
Look at it however you want. None of them come close. Even stuff in that era. The nearest one in that era was 40 Towers.
That's what I was about to say, 40 Towers.
But it's nowhere near as good as Only Fools. Only Fools makes you laugh every 10 seconds. Think about it. It does. Grandad was amazing.
Trigger,
Uncle Albert, Del Boy. Rodders.
Why don't they make
or
things like
Dave.
that no more?
I don't know, man. The only thing in the last 20 years that's ever got me stuck on it in comedy has been In-Betweeners.
Yeah.
Anything else?
If it's remember, we are focusing purely on a British sitcom now, because people kept saying, "Oh, Friends."
I know people are going to say The Office.
No, I don't see that.
Nah, no, mate.
No, I love Ricky Gervais. I love his humour
Yeah,
and stuff.
and it's like The Office. It's slow. It's too slow.
And
for
somebody
me.
said Max and
Paddy.
Max and Paddy.
Nah. I tell you one that is good. Actually, you've actually just made me think, because you said Max and Paddy. Phoenix Nights.
Never seen it.
Never seen Phoenix Nights?
No.
I dare you to watch it.
Never seen Phoenix Nights.
Get it on the Dodgy Box. I got
know
them
what
both.
Dodgy
I got them both on
what's-
DVD.
What's the Dodgy Box?
I don't know what a Dodgy Box is. That geezer sent me one who keeps sending me a request on Facebook. Fire Sticker Man.
Delete that. I'm coughing on purpose. We have to delete that fucking Dodgy
Nah.
Box comment.
Definitely ain't. Where was it?
Phoenix Nights.
Phoenix Nights. Yeah, it's Peter Kay,
Yeah, no, it is.
and he plays the guy in the wheelchair,
Yeah.
but he also plays the doorman, Max and Paddy. He plays Max, but he's set in like a social club where they have like country and western nights, and
I don't know.
honestly, it's if you've got to just watch it and appreciate the writing behind it, and there's lots of little comments.
Well, did Peter Kay write it?
Yeah.
Which can be class then.
I think it was Peter Kay and Dave Spikey.
Because Peter Kay's genius.
Yeah, Peter Kay's unreal. I saw him in February, actually, this year.
Live?
I saw
His
him.
new show?
Yeah, I saw him when he was originally around
When he did
Birmingham, one of the arenas. in
Is that when he did his
Birmingham.
Top of the Tower tour and stuff? And the
I think
first
so,
two he
yeah.
recorded,
Yeah,
which were
yeah.
similar.
I went
Is
to
this
see him
any
in
different?
Birmingham. The material's different, but obviously the show's very similar because it's just his style. It's like Lee Evans. You watch him 20 years ago, you watch him now.
But I think he's fucking brilliant, mate.
It's the same. It's the same.
I think he's just funny as fuck. I like that silliness.
I ain't mad on him, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but you like Frankie Boyle,
Yeah, I love Frankie Boyle.
and he'll never be live again.
Well, I actually went off him when he was first about, and his first couple of DVDs were
Right.
amazing. And then when he went on to, I think he went on Channel 4, that Tramadol Nights, and then he turned into a fucking mad lefty. And
Why do
he's gone
people do that?
I don't know. I think it's just to keep his TV career going, and I don't understand why they do it. Because what I saw on that telly, well, Frankie Boyle on now, and then he was on in Wolverhampton about 3 months ago, and we went to see him. It was either Wolverhampton or Bridley or one of them. Went to see him, and I weren't looking forward to it because of the style of his TV stuff now. He was fucking outrageous.
Back to his normal self.
On the stage, yeah, different geezer.
Behind closed doors.
Don't give a shit. Don't care who upsets. So yeah, it was like a work in progress gig that he did on a lineup with someone else. But he was great.
So
Back to his best.
yeah, so
I weren't looking forward to it. Kate got me the tickets for, I can't remember what it was, Father's Day or something last year. And I was like, thanks, but I don't know.
got off him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have bought them myself, but then I'm really glad that I went because he was amazing. Just like he was 10 years ago, 14 years ago.
So what I want the viewers to whack in the comments some classic British sitcoms, because we're only talking about the comedy side of things.
Yep.
We're missing possible other shows that were not comedy.
There's a
but
few
good.
things recently that have been out, like what I think is it Greg James, the teacher from In-Betweeners.
Yeah.
He's done a few
Greg
things.
Davis, isn't it?
Greg Davis, and he's been in a couple of things that I thought, well, he was good in Betweeners. You know, he played a really good role in that, and I think it's called Cold Blood or something like that. It's fucking dreadful, man. There's a few things been out recently, like that Fresh Meat. I mean, I watch Friday Night Dinner.
Have you watched Mobland yet?
Don't get me on it. I watched the last one last night.
The last one?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
What do you think?
Great.
Told you, didn't I?
I don't like. Is it Meryl Streep?
Right, no.
Is it Meryl Streep who's
No.
the nan?
No.
Spoiler alert, if you ain't watched it, skip a little bit.
You're going to go about the accents, in you?
No. I just don't think she plays a very good role in it.
Why?
Or Pierce Brosnan.
Why?
His accent's terrible in it. Hers is all right, but
No, but
I don't think she especially.
I can't do it with you right now.
What are you on about?
They are small fish in a big pond. The whole series is based around the son, which you start to see towards the end.
Yeah.
And Harry.
Yeah, but it don't mean that she can't play a shit role. I just don't think.
Helen Mirren.
Is it Helen Mirren, that one? I thought.
Helen Mirren.
I always get mixed up with her.
She's an
Meryl Streep.
incredible actress,
Yeah.
right? Why they made her and Pierce Brosnan Irish, I don't know. Because they could have just done a London gangster family,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, their accents are not the best, but look at the variety of the Irish accent and look at the variety of the English accent.
Yeah, it's.
Right?
I know what you're saying. It just didn't suit either of them for me.
So how's it incredible film then? In series?
Oh, the series, the writing behind it,
Oh,
and
it's
the
unreal,
way it's all
Guy
written.
Ritchie for you?
Yeah, it's what happens when Guy Ritchie directs something and puts his mind behind it. But wasn't it Guy Ritchie directed, but Tom Hardy and someone else wrote it?
Not sure. Because
I'm pretty sure Tom Hardy and someone else wrote it.
when I watched the first one,
Tom Hardy's incredible, isn't he?
I was like, when the start, the credits come and stuff,
Yeah.
and I went, fucking hell, these have mugged off Guy Ritchie with this. And then he fucking come Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, yeah.
I thought,
I knew it was a Guy Ritchie before.
I never. So I don't like knowing anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to know anything about it.
You can tell a Guy Ritchie film from a mile off.
Mate, Mobland is fucking unreal.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah. If you ain't watched it, it's on Paramount. And it's 100% worth a watch.
Oh.
We're not going to talk too much about what happens in it, but it's a British gangster thing. It's the gentleman and Snatch all rolled into one, in it.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's great.
So if you want to go on a British sitcoms again, Peaky Blinders.
But again, the accents.
But look what happened to Peaky Blinders. And he's Irish.
Yeah. He reversed the accent.
Do you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
we're basing Only Fools and Horses on the fact that it is an iconic comedy.
Yep.
And humour, right? But again, like David Jason in Touch of Frost.
My old man used to watch that all the
But do you see
time,
what I
man.
mean?
He used to fucking bore me though, because he'd watch that. He'd watch Taggart.
Taggart?
Anything like that. And he'd just be like, Inspector Morse.
Yeah, but that's you.
Fucking
But
Taggart.
It doesn't mean because you don't like it, it wasn't a phenomenal.
It don't mean it weren't good. You just, all you seemed to watch was detective stuff. What's the one? Heartbeat.
Heartbeats.
me.
Why do you miss when my baby kisses me?
Mate,
Every
every Sunday was the same thing when we was kids.
Driving on his motorbike.
In for 6.
Boone.
Right, now listen, every Sunday was the same in our house. In for 6, showered because you got school tomorrow, have your tea, and then fucking Heartbeat every week.
Do you remember Boone?
Yeah, Ken Boone on his bike.
Jim Boone.
Jim Boone.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure it was.
I thought it was Ken.
Oh, shoot, I've got to research. I've got to do a bit of research now.
Google that. I'm sure it was Ken. Ken Boone.
Is it Ken? I thought it was Jim.
Have a look. Find out. And if I am right.
Ken Boone.
Booyaka, booyaka.
It was Ken Boone.
Ken Boone. I used to watch it. My mother used to watch it.
Okay.
Prisoner Cell Block 8 used to be on as well.
Yeah, but that's Australian.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it was
Okay, ready?
something my mum used
Ready?
to watch. Yeah, go on.
I'll read his own pet.
With Jimmy Now. That's who you was thinking of.
No, but I'm thinking another one.
Yeah, but I was thinking more comedy sitcoms.
Again, you've narrowed it down to just what suits you. And the
Nah,
question was...
Stick with the comedy ones.
No, but the question was...
Your question was, is Only Fools and Horses the best sitcom? But I'd presume Only Fools and Horses is a comedy one.
That's got to be the best comedy sitcom.
By a fucking mile.
Okay.
John Shaw, when he wrote all them, and it's just like, how do you write so consistently every episode?
Incredibly clever.
Unbelievable.
But do you think the writer made it or the characters?
There's a story with that as well. You know, the theme tune. It was supposed to be sung by Chaz and Dave.
Was he?
Yeah. But he'd written it and they didn't come around to do it, so he sang it himself.
No way.
I'm 99% sure that's the story. He actually sang it himself. How iconic is that?
Yeah. You're fine with us. We start on a topic, we go around in a circle and come back to it. But
Yeah.
you may think that there's no connection between there is, but there always is, because like we said, it's gone from a comedy. We've talked about all different series that's the UK at the minute, accents involved in those and blah, blah, but then we've come back round to what it originally was. So all we've done is talk about what's the best sitcom, and we've gone back from back in the day to what's around, what was around, to then narrowing it down to, okay, Only Fools and Horses is the best comedy sitcom.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's the best detective sitcom?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Got to be British as well, so you can't have Poirot or
Probably
Columbo.
Morse.
Inspector Morse,
Yeah.
which is David Jason again.
No,
Oh, no,
it's not.
that's Frost.
that's Frost.
Yeah, Morse. Yeah.
Morse. I can't think of his name. Or Taggart.
Yeah, because
But they're when I was a young gun.
and what's the best? I don't know. Can you call it action or thriller or? Let's look at like Mobland, Peaky
What do you mean,
Blinders,
stuff?
kind of like the
Been
adventure
some good stuff recently, man. Line of Duty. I think that's
I like-
ace.
Yeah, and what's the one? I'll tell you one I did like, and people were like, "Oh, the one that is only a short mini series, and what's her name was in it? Mark Wright's missus.
Oh, yeah, called Fool Me.
I thought that was really good.
I got it off the first episode.
And if you want to go into an absolutely incredible short series,
Yeah.
Michael, what's the best short? And I mean, short series.
How many episodes?
3. One take.
Oh, Adolescence.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was good. But I thought the message
was wrong.
was a bit wrong.
But let's look at the filming.
Oh, the filming was
Have you
incredible.
ever seen anything like that?
Have you seen the one that the same director did with him in Boiling Point?
No.
There's a film called Boiling Point, Stephen Graham.
Yeah.
And he's a chef. And I think it's about an hour and 25 minutes.
And it's never felt the same.
All done in one take.
Really?
Adolescence was...
What?
was it 2 episodes.
3 episodes.
3 episodes.
One
three
take, 3 takes.
Yeah, 3 takes. But the film that he'd done was all in one take.
Fucking unreal.
Whole film.
I was like, wow.
And it is a good film as well. It's not like an action thing. Obviously, it's all based around
Yeah.
Stephen Graham working in the kitchen. And to do with his
So
mental health.
what
and that,
did
but
you
it's-
think was the wrong message with Adolescence?
The message... I don't think it was a wrong message. I think they could have portrayed it a little bit better.
See, I think the wrong message it is, because I saw an interview that Stephen Graham said he wanted to raise that you need to spend time with your kid and put your arm around making sure they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
I think it's not always like that.
No, it's not. Your kid don't want to be around you half the time.
No, how often's Kenny on his computer or making music or whatever?
Yeah,
All the time.
It's always making
Are
music.
you worried he's going to go and stab someone?
No.
Ethan's on his Xbox or whatever. I'm not worried Ethan's going to stab somebody.
Yeah.
I'm worried he might get stabbed.
Probably. They're more likely that way.
Yeah. So I think the message on that side of things was
The
a
fucking-
little wrong.
Yeah, the kids are feral these days, man.
And I think it all become down to him being ridiculed by the girl.
Yeah.
And he flipped, like you were saying, to the
The message I always sort of took from it is if like there's a knife crime epidemic at the minute,
bad.
and the best that they could come up with was these girls took the piss out of him, so he stabbed her.
Yeah.
It's not like that. That's probably 1 in a million that happens with. So yeah, it's a shame because it's still a good watch, and I think the lad who plays the main character in it, that scene that he did with the psychologist,
The third one.
yeah, the
last one,
psychologist scene's unreal. How he kept his you know, he kept his role all the way through. That was, what would you call it?
Composure.
Everything, his composure, everything. The way he kept it all the way through was
Good acting, that is.
ridiculous, man.
The way he'd flip.
So
and
he's
then come back.
he's definitely got a
Nomination.
future in acting.
There should be a nomination for that. How good he was.
Yeah.
Every 1 minute he'd fuck you and fuck.
I'd imagine you'll see him in something else in the not so distant future.
Mm.
Right, should we have a little break?
Quick break then, and then we'll be
Quick
back
break.
with getting the bins and stuff.
Yeah, man. Get in the bins, a couple of dilemmas.
Remember, if there's anything from the first part of the series that you want to get involved with, drop us a like, subscribe, and drop some comments in as well.
We have actually had a few of you emailing off the back of the first show, which is nice. I've dug a couple of them out, sent them over to Wayne. So between us, we're going to read a couple of dilemmas and a
Real dilemmas. Real, like...
couple of naughty steps
Yeah,
as well.
because I had to try and explain what happened at work, right? Which was me just telling the story from work. Now we've got your dilemma. So we're just going to read the dilemma out and then discuss it. This is what I was trying to get at with... This is what we want from you guys. You email this in, we'll read it. I mean, if you're fucking be a dickhead and start sending this shit, I'll just ignore it. If it's a genuine dilemma, we'll discuss it first. What you're about to see when we come back is the kind of thing we're looking for to talk about. And, you know.
Yeah, we had a few to choose from. Obviously, we can't read all of them out. But we picked the ones that we think will be a little bit controversial. So, yeah, we'll see you 5 minutes after the break.
It's not going to be 5 minutes, so we're going to come back straight away. You're going to hear the bassline in music.
No, not because I might have got a way around where I can put a track on off Criminal in between.
Oh, it has to
on
be
the
a
break.
criminal track then.
But it has to be a criminal track because it's licensed.
What do you mean?
So, yeah.
I could just fucking make one.
You might hear a track, you might not. I'm going on a break.
One baby. One baby.
Welcome back to the Ranting and Raving podcast with myself, Wayne Scott Fox.
Do I have to say it again?
Yeah.
And me, Mickey Williams.
Yeah, we have to say it again. This part of the show is where we bring you some interaction with our listeners, as well as Mickey's Get in the Bin.
Oh, my favourite.
All right. So Mickey wants to do Get in the Bin. It's not something I'm really going to get involved with. He just tries to justify things that he doesn't like and wants me to put it in the bin, get rid of it. All right? So let's start with that then, Michael.
Okay.
What is your Get in the Bin this week?
Right, my Get in the Bin this week is people who push their dog around in a fucking pram.
What? Where have you seen that?
Fucking everywhere now. Mate, they sell the prams in fucking Pets at Home.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Shut up, I'm looking.
Have a look. Dog pram.
I'm going to look.
Google it.
Is this a thing?
Fucking dogs in prams. And I see it too much now.
Dog pram.
Little lap dogs in prams.
Argos! There's
Mate, I'm fucking telling you. You don't believe me. Them everywhere. I'm on the road all day, so I see a lot of it.
And on Amazon. I thought you were winding me up.
No. That's why I want it in the bin, because it's fucking pointless. The dog's got 4 legs.
B&Q. B&Q, they're called dog pet strollers.
Mate, unbelievable. Stroller.
Talk
Like
to me
it's a
about
fucking
this.
toddler.
I've never seen one.
How have you never seen it?
I'd like to take Punch for a walk over the park and everything. I've never seen a fucking dog in a push yet.
Go Walsall Arboretum, mate. Sunday morning. You'll guarantee you'll see fucking 3 or 4.
So how's that taking the dog for a walk?
I don't know. And this is what's pissing me off, because every dog ain't got fucking broken legs. I can understand if your dog's been to the vets and it's had an operation and its back legs are fucked or something. Still want to take it for a walk, push it out. On a pram, push it.
There's a company here. Dog strollers, prams, buggies and pushchairs.
Mate, it's
There's a
unbelievable.
variety of things for a dog.
Mate, there was one the other day. I seen one probably about 2-3 weeks ago when I was on the road. I was in Gloucester and the geezer had 3 dogs in it. It's unreal.
They're in Wilco's as well.
Mate, why do you not believe me?
That's why I started laughing. Dogs. Are these for people who've got like chihuahuas and them fucking things?
That's what you mainly see in smaller dogs, little lap dogs. That's what you mainly see in them. But the dog's got 4 legs.
You still went to walk it. Dogs like to walk.
Dogs ain't designed to go in a pram. Humans ain't designed to go in a pram. And you still see some fucking kids in them when they're about 7. I just look at them and think, fuck off, man. Walk, you lazy little bastard.
I've never seen this.
You've never seen it?
Never seen this.
You ain't on the road enough, that's why.
Never seen this.
Honestly, I deliver around a lot of countryside places, Gloucester, Cheltenham, Worcester,
Yeah.
you know, Matley and places like that. And I see it quite a lot.
I see. I've seen it.
And it just amazes me every single time. It's like put the dog in the pram, push it to the park, let it out for a little bit, put it back in the pram.
What I have seen is I came out of Birmingham Pride last Saturday night.
Yeah.
Right? Bank holiday Saturday early hours Sunday morning. And a guy started talking to this girl who walked out with us. And I shit you not. Right?
Go on.
He's standing talking to her and he went, I pulled the fucking dog out of his pocket.
Wow. I just don't get the whole pram thing, man. You know, like I just said, if your dog's been to the vets, it's had to have an operation on its back legs and it can't walk no more.
But the chances are slimming for selling them like this as pushchairs.
But this is what I mean. Every one of them I see, they all got fucking broken legs. Let your dog walk.
That's crazy.
Dogs like to walk.
Who owns a fucking dog pram or dog pushchair?
Who is a dog nonce?
Mickey.
What? You've got to be
Fucking hell.
You've got to be a dog nonce if you've got a fucking pram for your dog.
Fucking banned.
Nah, not for that one.
Wow.
Definitely not.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So Do I think that the dogs in Prams should go into the bin? Yeah, I do.
Fucking
I'm with
mate,
you on that.
100%. That's where they belong.
Is that your bin sound?
That's the bin sound.
I hope that's recorded so you guys can hear that as well. Mickey loves his sounds.
I love them.
Dogs in Prams. That's blew
Dogs
my-
in Prams,
that's
mate.
mad.
It's fucking unreal.
I can't believe that.
I just don't understand it, man.
I've seen people pushing like cans, empty cans, in pushchairs and trolleys. And stuff.
Mate, there was a video on Facebook. It was somebody recorded it out of a car. It was in Scotland. I'm pretty sure it was a Scottish video. And the guy's pushing the pram down the street, and it's on fire. And they're hanging out the car, going, "Mate, why is your pram on fire?" And he went, "Just taking it for a walk." He must have been smacked up out of his fucking face, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the guy walking the emu?
No.
You've not seen that one?
No.
That's up north somewhere. The accent's like northern Leeds sort of all sort of way, I reckon.
The more north you go, the crazier.
There's a bloke walking an emu.
And I love being up north.
The car pulls over. And he's like, "Mate, what are you doing walking fucking ostrich?" And he's like, the bloke goes, "You ain't an ostrich, it's a fucking emu." And it just carries on down road. Honestly, it's funny. Can't believe you've never seen that one. That's been around years, that has.
Oh man, no, I don't watch. I don't come online too much anymore. I don't really watch all the things that I used to. Like before, when I had the Facebook addiction, I was constantly scrolling through, and then when I took the break, done me the world of good.
Yeah, you don't need it, yeah. You just see too much, man.
It's like I'm very rarely online now.
That'll be a topic for another show, though. Social media, especially with children.
Yeah. Okay, so I agree. Dogs in Prams are going into the bin.
Put it in again.
Goodbye forever.
Okay.
All right. So you happy that's gone?
Yep. Sound.
Not everyone's going to go into the bin. He's going to say something. I'm going to be like, "Mickey, that doesn't belong in the bin." He will argue
Well,
with me.
on the Patreon, if you go and follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving Pod. I actually put a poll up last week when you mentioned putting it up for the viewers for the parent and baby car parking spaces.
You may want to spell Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com.
Because some people have gone like PZPAY, Patreon, TRION.
No, Patreon. And if you download the app, it's like a black screen with a P on it. In fact, I'll put it here now on the video. I'll put the logo there.
And I'll laugh if he puts it down there. Instead.
Yeah, so I'm going to put it down. I'm put it down on purpose. Yeah, on the Patreon, if you remember last week, I said it'd be a ball ache because of finding somewhere that hosts a polling type thing.
Yeah.
Patreon does it. So I have put it on there, and there has been a few people vote on there. And they voted to put it in the bin.
Did they?
Yeah, 66%.
Yeah, but there's only 4 people vote.
5. But yeah, it made it to the bin. So there you go. So what I'll do is, when the show goes out, I'll stick this one up there as well. And you can jump on Patreon and you can have a vote yourself.
I remember if you'd, once we start getting the subscribers onto Patreon, like I've said, I do have 300 USBs. I am going to do the mixes this week. I'm going to do 3 different types of mixes, and I'm going to charge you like just the postage. So if you join our Patreon, let us know. We'll send you an email or a text or whatever and say, thank you for joining us. Would you like a free USB? You just got to pay the postage.
Yeah.
And we'll send it out to you for free. All right? Okay, so that leads us on to dilemmas, and this is my thing.
Dilemmas.
I love wait. I've got
It ain't going to be as long-winded as last time, is it?
no, because I've actually had people email in.
Because I know you had to fucking cover that lad's ass last week.
But we never really had anything to do, right?
Yeah, we've had plenty of people emailing.
People emailing, so there's quite a few. Somewhere you could tell were bullshit.
Yeah, fuck
Right.
that. We don't want to hear bullshit.
Just trying to get it read out and something. Some of them are silly names. But the 2 I've picked, you're going to like these, all right? So
Well, we're only doing one.
You want to do one?
One dilemma, and then I'm going to do you a naughty step.
Oh, I don't know what you want to do now then.
Top one?
Yeah, but do I want to be like The first one,
We'll save the other one for the next one.
yeah, because the second one is I'm really gonna like give him advice, like back in my video days.
Okay.
So, so I'm gonna do the top one for now. Oh man, I thought I was gonna do two. All right, I'll just do one.
Do you really want to do two? Do two.
No, I don't know because the first
Get the first one done. And
right.
we'll
So
see
the
what
first,
time we've got.
the first one's from a guy called Richard in Doncaster, right?
Hello, Richard in Doncaster.
Richard, thanks, appreciate it. I think I actually know him from when I lived up there.
Okay.
So he says, my girlfriend and her ex-boyfriend still talk regularly. She says they're just friends and I have nothing to worry about, but I can't help feeling uncomfortable. She texts him late at night and sometimes laughs at jokes he sends. I don't want to be controlling, but he's starting to eat away at me. Am I being insecure or is this a red flag?
Fucking red flag. Wait, that's more than a red flag.
Why?
It's a fucking X.
Right. So what we don't know are if there are any factors around it.
Look, what?
Well, I would.
They used to shag. They don't shag no more. And I want to still fucking... I want to still message her at fucking midnight so she can
But you
sit
can
there
still
laughing
be-
in front
no.
of a new fella.
No, but you can still be
Nah.
friends with people, Mickey.
Yeah, you can, but you're not... I don't think you can with an ex.
I'm friends with Rachel.
Yeah, but she's your baby's mother.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. There could be circumstances involved.
He ain't said that there. He's just said my ex. So I ain't speculating. I'm judging off what he said, and what he said is her ex messages her at night. Why?
But she says there's nothing to worry about, so maybe she's just being polite. See, I'm trying to be on the fence. I'm not saying, nah, fuck her, man. Don't stand for that. That's bang out of order.
I am Richard. Red flag, mate. Loads of red flags.
What? You're
It's
brutal,
like
though.
a fucking...
You're fucking brutal. You are. You've got no fucking sense of...
Mate, there's more red in that than fucking Liverpool's trophy parade last week. That's how much red's there.
Is it a lot of red, though?
Of course it is.
I think we need to find out what, because I'm also friends with some other exes. I still, may have fucked them after and stuff.
I don't think you can be, man. When you've been fucking intimate with somebody, I don't think you can. I don't think it's fair on
Him.
your partner.
Him. So she should have more respect for him.
She should have more respect for him. And
That's true. Especially late at night as well.
What it doesn't say is, oh no, yeah, it does. He hasn't brought it up with her.
Yeah, he has,
Yeah.
because he said that she said he's got nothing to worry about.
Okay, so you must have brought it up with her then. So that makes it worse.
But yeah, okay. So
because
now,
now,
I'm looking at, right,
now he's explained. He's obviously explained.
makes him uncomfortable.
It makes him uncomfortable, and she's going, "You've got nothing to worry about." That's not the point.
Stop then.
It
Right,
makes him
I'm-
uncomfortable.
I'm coming onto your side now.
If it makes him uncomfortable, do not do
Stop.
it. Yeah, of course.
Stop. See, first of all, when I hear things, I always try and see on a level playing ground, right? Is there a reason? They may have known each other since school. They could have a kid, blah, 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 right? But let's just put it on the context of what he said. It's just guy meets girl.
Yeah, I mentioned kids.
They've split up.
Yep.
She's messaging her ex. He's messaging her later on and she's laughing at his jokes.
Yeah. No, that if I was sat on a sofa with my missus and some other geezer's messaging her late at night and she's having a little fucking giggle, that'd bother me as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
if it was someone we mutually knew, both of us, like it was a friend of mine messaging her or a friend of hers that I know messaging her, wouldn't care. It's your ex. Fuck off. That's red flag central.
I think what you need to do, Rich, is...
More red flags than fucking the Arsenal pitch.
I think...
And they got 4 corner flags.
Yeah, I think he needs to have a sit down with that and be like, look, you're taking the piss.
Literally.
You are taking the piss because that is based on just
I'll be
that.
honest. I'll be a bit more brutal than that.
Yeah,
You ain't taking the piss.
I'm a
Fuck
bit
off, love.
more. I'm a bit more liberal these days. I'm a bit more calm. Before I'd have gone, fuck yeah, fuck her off. But you know, it may be innocent in her eyes. It may be, but if he's told he's uncomfortable, she should stop.
Doesn't matter if it's innocent in her eyes.
But
if
he's
he said,
told- yes, I'm saying
I
he
feel
should stop.
uncomfortable with that situation,
Yeah.
she needs to stop.
But again, maybe she's been in a controlling relationship in the past where she's had to do what her boyfriend
Don't
says.
matter. It's his feelings should come before anything.
Well, let's flip it. Let's flip it. Imagine it was a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a girl messaging him. How would she like it? Sat there thinking, what are you laughing at? Oh, I'm just laughing at...
My ex.
I'm just laughing at Sharon's text. Who's Sharon? Oh,
Yeah.
my ex.
See, that's another thing.
Fuck off. She'd have a shit fit, mate.
If we're keeping it to a guy, we're trying to see on a level playing field. But if it was the other way around,
Yeah, he'd be a bastard. Let's be honest.
I'd be like, yeah, fuck him off. He's up to no fucking good.
Yeah, exactly. So if,
But
he was,
is that being a...
if your daughter's boyfriend was doing that, what would you say?
uh,
You'd say, fuck him off, he's a cunt.
But are we being stereotypical?
But why is it all right for a woman to do it? It's not.
But are we being stereotypical?
And it's like his feelings don't matter. Is that because he's a man?
Oh, God. Don't go into all this fucking men can't show their feelings bullshit. Grow up.
Yeah. It's about growing up.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, is that because he's a man?
Yeah.
And he's expected to just put up with it?
No, but exactly. If it was a woman, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Completely different story. So
the answer is, Richard, yeah.
it's a fucking red flag.
Give her a fucking ultimatum. You either talk to your ex or you talk to me.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
You ain't having it both ways, simple as
Because
that.
you can actually do better than that, and you can actually get somebody.
Especially if it's someone he doesn't know. If you know,
even if he does know, he's an ex for a reason.
well, yeah, that's where I led with from the beginning. He's an ex for a reason.
I'm with you now.
But for me, it's no. If what's his name? Richard. So if Richard's expressed his feelings to her,
Which he has.
and she's just said, "Don't worry about it," she's not listened to him. It's not about him worrying about it. It's about him being bothered by it.
Yeah. So he's not insecure. You're not insecure at all.
He's bothered by it.
Yeah.
And if he's bothered by it, and you're listening to your partner, and you're not acting on it, yeah,
there's no respect there at all.
no,
She dismissed him.
yeah, don't worry about that. It's just a conversation.
So what you need to do.
And of course, it's always a conversation until she trips, falls over, and lands on his cock.
Yeah, so what Richard needs to do, right, is, I don't know if they're living together, have her round yours, right? Give her a fucking scene too. Stick something up her ass. And then fuck her off.
Yeah, and tell her you're going to start talking to your ex.
And no, tell you you've actually been fucking your ex.
Yeah, red flag, Rich. Sorry, mate.
No, seriously. Yeah, don't go to mate. If she's not got respect
I
for
do.
you.
I do just say it as I see it, and red flag. Simple as that. You asked if it was a red flag.
It is.
It's bigger than a red flag
It
for
is
me.
red flag.
Bigger than a red flag.
So that's the answer to that one, and we believe that if you're not going to show your partner respect for something they're uncomfortable with, if it was something minor and silly, but texting late at night, laughing at jokes, and then he's explained how he's uncomfortable with it, and she just tried to reassure him, don't worry about it. What she should have said was,
I think
okay,
she's
fine.
brushed it off rather than reassured.
Yeah, so confront her again and say, look, I am really uncomfortable. I don't want you doing it. See how she reacts to that. If she brushes off again, then just get rid, because you're not going to win. You're not going to win. And she's probably up to no good.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Did you say you had another one?
Yeah, I'm not going to read it out because the other ones, it's going to be me giving sex advice.
Oh, fucking
So
hell.
this
the last
is
thing I
a
wanna hear.
fucking great one, man. This is a great one. So I'm going to need time for this. Because I am the fucking master at sex advice, Michael.
Fucking
Do you know why?
don't know.
Because I don't get much. I watch
So
it.
you
I watch a lot.
You watch it.
I've learned and researched.
Talking about it more than doing it.
No, so it is more like it's somebody who's like got problems with his wife. So
Go on then.
I'm gonna save it.
Are you saving that one for next time?
Yeah, because I've just read it again. I thought, you know what? There's a lot that I can say here.
Okay.
There's a lot I can fucking
It's
get
going to be more
involved
than
with.
going to be more than the 10 minutes we got
This
left.
is going to be Wayne Scott Fox back in the video days where I'm like, bro, this is what you need to do. You need to sit down. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to be adventurous and all this kind of stuff. We ain't got time for that.
Okay,
Because
so
we need to jump on your naughty step shit.
do you want my naughty step one and the emails we've had for that?
Yep. So your dilemmas
I'll
will
be
come
honest,
to me.
we didn't have as many naughty step emails. So yeah, if you fucked up and done something wrong, email us. Let us give you some advice.
Yeah.
We had a few dilemmas sent over, which obviously Wayne's got in his
So I'll cover your
on
dilemmas.
his person now, and then
Make
we
you-
don't have as many naughty steps. But the one that I did pick out. Well, I picked out 2, but I'm going to do what you did. I'm just going to read the one because we ain't got that long left for the recording.
The girl or the lad one?
I'm going to pick out this one. Right, the subject on the email is, I got with my friend's brother after she told me not to. All right, lads. My best friend made it very clear she didn't want me getting involved with her brother after we were flirting at one of her family parties. After a few drinks at a different party a few months later, one thing led to another. And basically, yeah, we ended up banging.
Nice way to put it.
That's the way she's written. We hooked up a few times since, and I haven't told her. And she'd lose her shit if I knew. She'd lose her shit if she knew. Should I come clean, or am I already parked firmly on the naughty step? I like your word in there, Gemma from Stratford. So what do you think?
Well, talking about friends, fucking family members, you can laugh.
So,
Mickey was fucking my sister for a while, but then he married her, so it's okay.
whoops.
Yeah. So I suppose this all depends on where she wants to go with it and where he wants to go with it. Like, I remember you telling me the next girl you go with, you're going to marry, and you actually fucking did.
Yep. Unfortunately, It was your sister.
But what did I say? When you showed me, I said I couldn't be happier because she needs a good man in her fucking life.
Yep.
And I know you'll look after my fucking sister. So I was fucking buzzing. And I knew that when she's with you, that's it now. You're going to look after my sister. That's my life. So I was sweet with that. So we need to look at this of, she's betrayed a friend no matter what.
Yeah, well,
That's a cunt's move.
she's had the flirt.
But that's a cunt's move.
She's had the flirt, and a friend said, please don't go there with my brother. So the fact that she's noshed him off, you know, where's the trust in their friendship?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's how much she values the friendship as well. But, again, if he's after something serious, and she is,
What's the problem?
but what I'd do is I'd keep it secret for a bit longer.
Just to make sure first.
Make sure, and then go to him like, look, I'm not being funny, but we've actually been together for 6, 8, 12 months or something.
She might flip a shit for not knowing from the beginning.
Nah,
that
I
might
don't
make
think
it
will.
worse.
I don't think it will. I think if she goes there and says, look, we're not just fucking around. You asked me not to fuck you, brother.
We're not
I
just
haven't.
fucking around.
Yeah, we're in love, like.
She's pregnant with twins.
Yeah.
You're going to be an auntie.
But, right, if you
Fucking
are,
hell, Gemma.
if you are just fucking him on a weekend or whatever else, and he's just using you as a booty call, which wouldn't surprise me,
Then,
right,
Gemma, you've made a mistake.
then you've lost him
And your
and
mate.
you've lost her. So you're a wrong un for betraying your friend for a bit of cock.
Yeah, we'll get there. You're wrong for betraying her for a bit of willy.
Bit of cock.
Yeah.
But if you like him and he likes you and there's more to come from the story,
Then your friend needs to shut the fuck up.
then you need to say to your friend, look, I'm not being funny, but you're my best friend. You like this is how you word it, yeah? You're like my sister. We are sisters. We've been together for 8, 9, 10, 12
That would
months.
make the situation a bit weird, though.
I don't think it would.
No, if she acts like a sister, because
What?
she's going to be shagging a brother.
God, you look too deep into things. You can still be like, oh, God. You know what I mean.
That would be a...
You know what I mean, Jem, don't you?
Oh my days.
That'd definitely be one of them.
So are you wrong for fucking your mate's brother? Yes. Right? However, but again, it all depends on circumstances.
Yeah, if it gets serious, for me, if it gets serious, you need to tell her at the earliest opportunity.
See, I don't agree. I think you need to let it ride out so then your friend can see that you two are actually serious. Because what if you actually do go to say we're together, then it doesn't work and you break up, you look like it was just sex.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're together for like a year or
I
whatever,
don't know, man. It's your friend now.
doesn't matter. You've already betrayed her. So now you need to prove that this is real. We've been together for a year. It's real. We're not just fucking around. I know you didn't want me to just fuck you, brother. I'm not. We are actually together. We didn't know how to tell you because I didn't want to betray you. And
Didn't want to upset you.
I want you to be happy and understand that we are together and we plan to be together forever.
Yeah, Gemma.
You dirty stinker.
Yeah. Absolute slut.
Message me on Facebook, Jem. You need a bit of cock.
Leave your fucking mates' brothers alone, man. That's what you need to do. Leave them alone.
Wallop. I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing we want you to send in.
Do you want to do one more?
You can do the guy now.
If you want.
So anything
We
to do...
we actually planned this week.
So anything to do with a naughty step. So Mickey's things are, Mickey will always cover get in the bin and naughty step. That's always Mickey. Your dilemmas will always be me, and sometimes the topics will be controlled by me as well because I'm the fucking loud one.
Right, what do you want? Do you want another...
They're not the lads one.
Well, we had decided where she's got to go yet anyway. Is she on the naughty step?
I don't
or
think... No, see, I think what we need to do, I think we need feedback on this. Because it's not as simple as, she hasn't said...
No, I can't be arsed sending emails backwards and forwards. They've written, we use the information we've got, and we decide if they're on a naughty step or
But
not.
she said
And
we've hooked up a few times, so it's once.
So she's not on a naughty step then?
So once, if she fucked him once after a mate said, don't go near my brother, just banging her, thought, yeah, I've got the ride, I'm happy with that.
Okay.
But they've done it a few times, and you know what they say, the more you fuck, the closer you get to feelings.
Okay.
So I don't think she's on the naughty step for that.
All right then. So,
Because there could be something more in it.
yeah, we'll leave her off then, Gemma. You're not on the naughty step.
But make sure you get in a relationship with him.
Yeah. Get in a relationship or you're going to lose your best mate.
Yeah, and you fucking bloke. Because
Right.
she'll turn him against you.
So, Gemma, no naughty step. Right, I got another one then.
Is this that bitch? Which we've all witnessed.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking cunt. I already know my answer.
The email did come anonymous. Well, the email came and she asked.
Let's see how many fucking women relate to this.
She asked to be anonymous, so we're not mentioning the name. We'll call her
Karen.
Karen. That's too common, Karen. We can't
Exactly.
use Karen.
Fucking Karen.
Right. And the subject is, on the email, I lied about being single to get free drinks.
Wow.
Right. Hi, lads. I went on a girls' night out and told a few guys I was single just to get some free drinks. Obviously, the attention came with it, but I never gave out my number or crossed the line. But I definitely flirted. My boyfriend would go mental if he knew, but I just see it as harmless fun for some free drinks. What's your opinion on this? And would it piss you off if your partner did this? Am I on the naughty step?
Cunt.
Anonymous.
Cunt.
Absolute cunt.
Cunt.
You are the cunt.
Without a fucking shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a fucking doubt. I hate people like you. Fucking hate people. You cock teasing fuck.
Yeah,
Bang
definitely.
out of order. Disrespectful to your fucking bloke who sat at home while you're
And
flirting with blokes.
And disrespectful to the bloke at the bar who thinks he's fucking going to get
Yeah.
somewhere with you.
I fucking hate people like you. Hate them.
I fucking think this one's going to be a quick one.
Oh, you're a wrong un. You need to have a bit of
She also-
self-respect.
She also asks in there, how would you feel if your partner did it?
I'd knock her fucking out.
You can't say that. You're not allowed to say that.
I've never hit a woman in my life, right? That's just. A bit
But I'm
banter,
gonna knock
banter,
her out.
Bit of banter. If my fucking bird went out, right, flirted with fucking lads, got drinks and everything else, because once women have had a fucking one too many,
Yes.
you don't know what's going on, and they don't know.
Oh,
bollocks.
yeah, I accidentally did this.
Yeah, because women
Fuck
have
off.
got this fucking habit of saying, "Well, I'm not drunk," or "I wasn't drunk," and then the next morning saying, "Oh, fuck, last night."
Yep.
Literally. So you're out of order. So if you have a boyfriend, right, and you are out with your friends or whatever else, do not entertain another man.
No, at all. You don't need
At
to.
all.
You don't need to. A girl's night out is a girl's night out.
Yeah.
It's to see your friends, not to speak to fucking blokes at the bar and let them buy you drinks.
Because there's a chance that your
I
friends
agree
weren't
with you
doing
on
it.
that.
Your friends weren't probably doing it.
That sounds
Because
like...
she didn't say me and my friends were out doing it.
She just said her.
Yeah. So she was doing it. And she's the kind of girl who gets her fucking mates to buy her drinks as well.
Yeah, probably. Turns up with a tenner.
Yeah, you fucking rolly smoking Prosecco loving cunt.
Turns up with a tenner. That gets her out. Loads of drinks and a taxi home and a bag of chips.
She probably jumped in a taxi with the lads.
I actually feel like fucking going back into the email and finding her name.
It's wrong.
A name was in the actual email.
Yeah, of course it was.
But we're not going to, because then people won't trust us with the anonymous
No,
ones then.
that's wrong.
But
That
I
is
really
wrong.
do want to. You are a cunt.
I don't. I do not agree with that at all.
Quite simply, you
At
are
all.
a fucking wrong un.
Bang out of order. Because I guaranteed again, if it was the other fucking way around,
Yeah,
shit had hit the fan.
of course it would.
You cannot use men for drinks. Men tend to go out. If a man is buying you drinks, he's got intention.
Yep.
Bottom line, I don't
I'm
give
gonna
a
be
fuck
honest,
what they
man.
say.
Most blokes in a bar have got an intention.
Men are dogs.
They don't give a fuck.
Men are
are
dogs.
dogs.
Right? So you know when women don't fucking start rewinding, sound going off topic because it's all in relation to what I'm saying.
Go on.
Women are always like, men are fucking dogs, men will cheat, men will do this, men will do that, right? If women weren't so fucking easy and put it on a plate for men, men wouldn't cheat.
Yeah.
Right? If you look at any fucking high sex industry that's fucking porn, magazines, escorts, all women, or the options are there for men to do. There's not many fucking rent boys, right?
There was loads when I went on Grindr.
Right? But what I'm saying is, if the escorts weren't there and the prostitutes on the corner and porn and fucking titty mags and everything else
Yeah.
and fucking sluts at the fucking bar
robbing
tempting-
your money for drinks.
tempting men,
Yeah.
men would not cheat. You have to eliminate the temptation.
Yeah. But you've also, as a man, you've also got to be strong enough
You've
to
just
go.
fucking jumped in before I was going to get
You've
to that
also
point.
got to be strong enough to go. You are a pretty girl, soz I'm married.
Yeah, you've just jumped in before I finished my fucking sentence, right?
Good.
But on the flip side, right, men are dogs.
Yeah, men are dogs.
If a man thinks he's going to get a fuck, he's
See,
going to fuck.
men are dogs until they meet the one they want to be with, and then they stop. Calm down. The lot stops. If you're shagging around on your bird, that's not the one you want to be with.
Okay,
When you meet the one, that's when men stop.
I've been in that situation,
Yeah.
right, where I was completely obsessed with my missus,
Yeah.
but I didn't realise how much I loved her
Until you lost it.
and how obsessed I was with her
Yep.
until she was gone.
You got yourself to blame.
And
if you fucked up.
it took me 4 years
Yeah.
to get over her. I'm still not over her now. Still not completely over her.
But you moved on.
I've had to.
Yeah.
I've had to. I've had people say to me, you should message her and try and talk. I've had my kids say, get back with her. Right, it's not that easy. I was bad.
Yeah.
I took the piss. It was all me, all my fault. And I learned a very, very, very valuable lesson.
Yeah.
And from that day, I changed my whole perception on life. Whole perception.
That old saying, innit? You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Bruv, I never felt pain like it in my life.
Yeah.
I lost about 6 stone, I think.
Fucking hell.
Depression hit me the fucking lot. Bad. And then
Because of fucking people like this cunt.
Yeah.
Fucking
Putting it on a plate.
putting it on a plate.
Putting it, that's all it was. The fucking, you don't believe the fucking shit I had put on me every day and messages and fucking everywhere I went.
But you've got to be, as a man, if you're in a relationship and,
Yeah.
you know, you're, me and my wife, I'm there. That's me. I
Yeah.
can see myself growing old with her, so I'm there. I mean, I ain't interested in nothing else. No interest whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like you should not be doing that.
Before her, dog with 2 dicks.
Yeah, but-
carry on.
She's going to ruin what she has that's good as well. Take it from me. Because if I never done what I did, I would still be with her now. And trust me,
Yeah.
I would be a lot happier than what I am now.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, I'm buzzing my life now. I've got no worries. I've got no fucking, nothing bothers me at the minute.
Yeah.
But if I had her in my life, I would be a lot happier.
Happier. Well, that ship sailed.
It has. It moved. It moves on. But don't get me wrong, my fault. 100% my fault.
Yep.
I caused everything. I did it all. I fucked it up. I've got to deal with it.
Yep, 100%.
People like you, right? I nearly said a fucking name. People like you, because I know who's actually sent it, are the reason why people like me are tempted and you ruin lives. That's harsh. You know?
Yeah.
That's harsh because
Don't
she's
fucking do it again.
Because she's had a few drinks off someone. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do it.
It's naughty,
Yeah,
and
drinks,
you are.
yeah.
You're not. Not only are you on the naughty step, you're about fucking 5 steps up. That's where you can sit.
You're on the hooker's windowsill.
And the fucking top step, let alone the fucking naughty step.
Don't do that. Just take your own money. I'm sure your chap will give you money for your own drinks.
Yeah.
Your bloke,
Ask
will, your bloke will give you some dough. Drinks are cheap anyway. Yeah.
What do you reckon then? That's a pod?
So I think that's it for this week.
Yeah.
I think we've done all right.
Get your dilemmas, your naughty steps over to
and
our email address, which
and getting
is
the bins.
Oh, get in the bins as well. If you got any, get in the bins.
Yeah.
Yeah, send your ideas over. Email address is the ranting and raving. He don't know. He's a fucking dickhead. I queued that up for him then to fucking go and just look at him sitting there like.
Is
a
it the
fucking
ranting and raving
spastic.
pod at gmail.com?
The ranting and raving pod at gmail.com.
It is.
That's the one.
Fucking go me.
The ranting and raving pod at gmail.com.
Or you can message us on Facebook, Wayne Scott Fox.
Thank God, don't message me on Facebook.
You can
'cause I don't want
message
you.
me. No, you can message me on
I'd
Facebook.
rather just pick it up in emails when I can read it when I want to, not at fucking 11 o'clock when my phone goes
But
ping.
a lot of people, obviously, on mine will see the video, see me asking or whatever. Because we
But they're all fucking human beings. They know how to do a fucking email.
It's just quicker. Well, I'm happy for you to send me that. Like, don't worry about it.
Send it to Wayne then.
Yeah, Mickey's all right. So if you watch the clips that I'm saying, send me, you can just jump on my inbox and whatever. It's cool.
Right.
Right, that's it
As
then.
I said, yeah, get over to Patreon. Start following us on there. We're not on a... We haven't got the sub live yet. We're going to wait for a few more people to go on there. Once we've got a few followers on there, we'll start the subscription and then we'll do the Patreon shows, which will be a little bit naughtier. More swear words.
You'll see some shit.
Yeah. Right.
Bears, tasks, bets,
That's it then.
advice. So, hope you'll have a great week. We'll see you next time.
That's a pod. See you later.
Yeah,